I'm looking to create a 10-minute podcast aimed at 13-year-olds, merging science with pop culture, titled Clone Wars: Fact versus Fiction. Podcast will contrast cloning as depicted in movies like Star Wars, Jurassic Park, and The Island with real-world genetics. Hey everyone, I'm Alex Gray. Welcome back to Deep Teaching. Today's video takes inspiration from a LinkedIn post yesterday from Jason Gullier. I'm hoping I've got your surname right. But a LinkedIn post that just showcased some of the traditional ways that he'd been using ChatGPT, as well as then some of the other parts on steroids, I think as someone put. It was amazing. And that's kind of really inspired me and got my curiosity going about how can you use ChatGPT to make a podcast? Let's find out.
Hey there, young explorers. Welcome to Clone Wars: Fact versus Fiction, where we dive into the cool world of cloning and see how our favorite movies match up with real-world science.
So however weird this sounds, I have Adobe Audition, I've just seen Adobe Podcast, but I'm so accustomed to doing all my sound in a Premiere Pro that for the sake of this, I'm actually just going to edit the sound in this as well. Just because I know what I'm doing, it's a quicker process, it's one of those, I imagine everyone's the same in terms of they work with. Now what I like about this is really simply, if I went into Essential Sound, I could literally go to Dialogue and I can just click on it and ask it for a podcast voice.
Welcome to Clone Wars: Fact versus Fiction, the show where we blend the thrilling world of pop culture with the amazing wonders of science. I'm your host, ChatGPT, and today we're
Happy with that. So all I need to do now is export it. Format is going to be MP3. Export. Let's see how long it takes. So this has taken literally 10 seconds to export. We've managed to get ChatGPT to create a podcast for us, it's just over 3 minutes. I've recorded it and then I've transferred it into here, and again, a couple of options. I prefer using the suite I'm most comfortable with. However, you could easily do this on Adobe Podcast and actually come out with pretty good stuff if you did it through there and learn it. So I can then move that, I'd put it into OneNote for the kids, and then I would go back and ask ChatGPT based on the podcast to come up with some assessments, which I have done. So I've got all these different tasks that I can now take over. Okay, so according to the podcast, why is it challenging to create a real-world Jurassic Park? It's parts that we talked about in the podcast, but actually then it's real-world application, they can go further out. And again, ChatGPT did it, and you've been with me for the time frame on this. That was, I think, max 2 minutes. But for now, it's just a time frame. I wanted to see how quick and easy this was based on what I saw last night on LinkedIn. And in all honesty, apart from getting the prompt right for it to talk through the podcast, making sure it's the right length, obviously telling them the age group of students it's for, we get that part. All the information is there, and it's just a new and a different way. And the voice verbalization of it, you've got to be honest, is really good. And that's it, guys. Really hope you found this short video useful. Again, credit out to Jason who put these ideas out yesterday on LinkedIn. I just wanted to try it, see how quickly it was, and put it into a different format for you to then have a go at and see what you can do with it. If you have liked this video, hit that like button for me, and if you've yet to subscribe, 20 people away from 1,000 subscribers, and that for me is a massive deal. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please do. You could be the person that takes it from 999 to 1,000, and I would massively appreciate that. So thank you, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Take care.